Alright, what's up guys? So, yesterday, EOD Fish reposted a post from the whole nine. I'll get his name in the comments or in the caption. But he posted a super helpful little diagram, like a little matrix of what back panels work with what plate carriers. It doesn't seem like a big deal until you find a back panel that you really like. It kind of satisfies all your needs, but it doesn't fit your back panel, or it doesn't fit your plate carrier, and so you have to go and either find adapters or try and build it yourself through different pockets and shit like that. And it's just kind of a pain in the ass, and it sucks when companies use proprietary stuff to their gear. Like I know a lot of people are fans of the Cry back panels, and EOD Fish has a good video on what stuff works with. I think he covers Cry, but he's covering tons of stuff, so give him a follow. He's awesome. But one of the things on the full 9 matrix that did not jive with me was the proprietary nature of Whiskey 2.4, which I love. My Whiskey 2.4 plate carrier 2.4, the thing is awesome, and I have had the extreme good fortune that I love Spiritus back panels as well as Spiritus everything else, but I was playing around with it after I got both of them in, my overt here and the plate carrier 2.4 here. And I ordered a few back panels from Spiritus. I got their Molly back panel as well as their Assault back panel with the GP pouch as well as the Flashbang Pouch, which I'll be going over a little bonus thing at the end of this. And then with the plate carrier 2.4, I got the 64 panel PALs or Molly webbing, whatever the hell it's called. I should know by now, but I don't, so fight me. But one thing I wanted to point out is that they do actually work together perfectly. Like everything about it, from retention methods to zippers to length to size to width, like everything it works perfectly. So that's just something I kind of wanted to look over. So obviously, just getting into it, Whiskey 2.4 to Whiskey 2.4 is going to work, and then Spiritus to Spiritus is going to work. So we're not going to bother beating a dead horse on that one. So the easiest one to knock out real quick is going to be the Spiritus. And obviously no plates in here, so a little flimsy, but move my drag handle. So this is the Whiskey 2.4 64 or 50 some odd. I'm not going to count, but one of those PALS back panels. Now this thing is fucking sweet. It adds so much more like a ton of customability, whatever words. Yeah, it's rad. I ordered it with this, not knowing that these were going to fit. Now, this is not a Spiritus edition or a Spiritus version or anything like that. It's just the basic bitch model that you are going to get if you order that from their website. And again, I'm not going to go through the hassle of weaving all of these, Velcro lined PALS straps through the straps up here, but they do fit perfectly. All this sits in, and then just the amount of retention that you're going to get out of this is pretty insane. But as you can see, oh yeah, and this is another cool part, it doesn't interfere with the drag handle at all. Just like that. But as you can see, like this is just, it lines up exactly right. Like the size of the zipper, length of the zipper, the positioning on the bag. It's not like one of those Cry situations where, it's going to sit 6 inches lower than it should, or it's not going to sit, up over the top and, basically be useless. This thing sits exactly where it's supposed to sit. Zippers fit perfectly, even have the same access for, drag handle or something along those lines. But yeah, so Whiskey 2.4 confirmed works with Spiritus stuff. Now that is not to say that everything will, but the Whiskey 2.4 version back panel here works with it, so I am led to believe that other Whiskey 2.4 products, unless otherwise stated, will work with Spiritus equipment. Now the part that I got really excited about was Spiritus stuff with the Whiskey 2.4 plate carrier 2.4. So again, not going through the whole rigmarole of looping all these in through the top. As you can see, it will fit. They are spaced out perfectly in the right spots. Rough side Velcro, smooth side Velcro. It's match made in heaven. So of course I have this thing loaded down with a bunch of bullshit. So bear with me. Yeah, again, zipper fits perfectly. All of this top end stuff would be secured here, so you have that extra sense of, you know, stability, securing at the top, no drooping or hanging or anything like that. Yeah, it fits perfectly. Now the only thing that does not retain on here is the center two, but that is such a non-issue. Like, there's no spot for it to loop on here, but it's absolute least of your problems. And then the back panel core, like I said, I have the admin pouch on here right now. Again, not going through the rigmarole of securing all of these, but they do fit in the slots in the top, except for these two here. You can stow those or leave them loose, doesn't really fucking matter. Now the cool thing about this, and one of the things that Spiritus kind of nailed, was the ability to run these straps through the back of the over to secure it to itself. Well, you can do exactly the same thing with the Whiskey 2.4 plate carrier. By running through the back, the side straps where the cummerbund goes, and as you can see right there, it fits in. It's perfect. And even if you didn't have these secured, you have rough side Velcro to smooth side Velcro adding security. So that does work perfectly. The thing, it just all works so seamlessly together. But yeah, so Spiritus, Whiskey 2.4, at least this stuff, which I am certain all Spiritus back panels use the same shit. I don't think they have any other back panels besides this. And then whatever Whiskey 2.4 uses, I imagine would work with Spiritus, the Spiritus plate carriers. Unless otherwise stated on their sites. I know they make stuff for Faro and other companies like that. Little bonus thing here. So I got both the GP pouch, this one here, as well as the Flashbang pouch for, there we go, the back panel, the assault back panel. Now, one of the cool things about this is that these, I'm 90% certain these are basically the same thing as the Microfight half flaps. I don't know because I don't have a Microfight, but you got your rough side to rough side, smooth side for the outside. And the way they install is rough side, smooth side, Velcro on the inside of this pouch. You can adjust ride height if you want, you know, get it lower for a smaller pocket, higher for a little bit taller items, but you know, obviously it's made for flashbangs, so that'll probably cover it. If you need to bump it up a little bit, there you go, but you have a full field of Velcro to Velcro, or hook loop fastener right there. So what I did, because they don't have a current stock of the pattern that I want, so for my next order from them, I went ahead and tested out this idea about using the GP pouch, because I see that it has the Velcro here. I knew that it had soft side on the inside, and I figured it would work, but what actually ended up working most was taking that half flap that I had, and then right behind the pouch is that rough side to smooth side that you could fit the half flap into. Again, you can adjust the ride height as you want. And then I threw a Spiritus pouch divider into the middle. Now, what this allows me to do is zip up the sides here a little bit, close off the sides, is I can turn this into a flashbang pouch of my own. In kind of the same vein that you would, like basically turning the GP pouch into the Microfight 4 with the half flap. And I can take the other half flap, put it on there, or leave it open if I have something going out of it, or whatever. But it gives me the opportunity to have this Velcro instead of zippered. It gives me a little bit of extra height over having to have a hard limit what fits in there with the zipper. I have a little bit more play with the extended Velcro flap. The only downside is do not have as much surface area on the front for this to fix to. So even maxed out, you're only looking at about 2 inches, which 2 inches is more than enough for most people. It's honestly too much sometimes. I digress. Anyways, so like I said, you can adjust the ride height, you can make it fit how you want, but that is just something to be conscious of, that it's only going to be retained down here, which again should be more than enough. It's not really going anywhere. Yeah, should be fine. Yeah, just a little piece of bonus. Shouldn't work, but it does work, and I like having multi-purpose equipment instead of just single-use items. Yeah, single-purpose items don't really serve much of a purpose as it is. So I like GP pouches and the ability to turn it into a flashbang pouch, or just rip this thing out and get it back to a GP pouch with 4 seconds of effort is pretty sweet. But yeah, just a little tidbit for you. I do want to give a huge shout out to Spiritus and Whiskey 24 for having great customer service. Whiskey 24 hooked me up when I was on a bit of a time crunch. They got my order shipped out like the next day and got it in my hands super quick when I had some stuff going on and wanted to try it out for that specific occasion. And then Spiritus, I cannot possibly say enough good things about as far as their customer service. They're rad. Ran into some issues with my order, all on my end, fucking up what I was looking for, or the sizing on things, or what have you, and they squared it all away like immediately. So Christy, you rock. Thanks for everything. Seeing you guys again soon. But yeah, so if you have any comments or questions or anything like that, or just kind of want to shoot the shit about this stuff, let me know. Leave it down in the comments, or shoot me a DM. Like, I love talking about this stuff. Obviously, we've beaten this tubular nylon deal to death. But yeah, man, just reach out. Let me know what you guys think. And if you find any more kind of like tips and tricks like this, let me know. I love that shit. Yeah, till then, appreciate it.